the 6 years we've been doing this, this has by far been the hardest year we've had. Do I want to do a year 7? 6 years. 6 very long years. But it really goes by really quick. And I think nostalgia has truly set in, and that summer burnout that we all go through. I know if you farm or any part of life, you have that burnout. And for farmers and for livestock farmers like ourselves, it's usually about the end of July, 1st, August, where you're questioning, do I want to do this again next year? Nostalgia has come over like a wave over me this morning, and it's kind of crazy to think about that. We've been at this for 6 years, and honestly, in the 6 years we've been doing this, this has by far been the hardest year we've had. I say hardest year we've had, but we've had a lot of loss in years past. We've had a lot of mistakes and a lot of tuition that we've had to pay as far as learning how to farm. This year was the hardest for, I would say, me. I can't speak for Olivia on this, but it has been the hardest on me this year, that I've been questioning more than ever, do I want to do a year 7? Man, that's really hard to say out loud. Do I really want to keep farming? It was hard on me because Olivia and I have been farming together for 6 years. And then Sydney popped into our lives, and Olivia was unable to do a lot of physical labor to raise the animals the way we raise them. And it took a lot of adjusting to the new way of life. How would we manage chores when I have to leave every 24 hours for the firehouse? And that was a huge adjustment for us, and really for myself. It was a lot of really early mornings and a lot of really late nights. And a lot of time, I would try and spend time with Olivia and Lincoln at that time and bring them along with me. But Lincoln's 2 and gets tired quick, which I don't blame him. He's a little guy doing a big man job. And Olivia wasn't allowed to pick up a bucket half full of water. So it makes it really impossible for her to even feel like she can even contribute to what we're doing. There was a lot of big hurdles for us this year. But my nostalgia comes in here on the Cornish cross, the Swiss Army knife of the homesteader of the farm. The thing that I myself brought to the picture and said, hey, there's a hole in this market, let's raise chickens. The Cornish cross, they're fast, they're efficient, we can do a lot in a little amount of time, we can do a lot on a little amount of land. They're the most versatile animal, and on top of that, what they've done for our pastures. And I'm part of the burnout is really feeling like this season is never going to come to an end. When I always take a step and look back, you could take a look and step back and look at calves, and calves take the longest to grow out. Man, can you believe we're already starting to process our first litter that was born on the farm? That's pretty cool to me. But chickens, over the last 6 years, you don't really get attached because they're only here for 8 weeks. But that first day on first batch, when you take them from the brooder, which we revamped this year, and take them out to grass, that is probably the best feeling. But then by the second and third batch, for us, you kind of lose that momentum. It's like, okay, well, more chickens are coming in next week, and you really can't. You're still just adding more and more to it. But for us, chickens, you only raise them in the summertime. So my nostalgia has set in that batch 4, our last batch for 2022, is coming out of the brooder, and I will have no chickens, knock on wood, in here for the rest of the year. But it's nostalgia because I know this is the last batch. I have a very good feeling with them going on pasture that our summer is coming to an end. It went by so fast, so incredibly fast. But I'm super grateful for everything that this year has taught us as far as our farm, our marriage, the business, and our future. And I can't wait for year 7.